Good morning, my friends. It is me, Militant Ginger, back once again. I don't even know why I'm recording this video. I just had a whim to. But, okay, it is 10 past 7 on June 15th, 2019. I'm just having a cup of coffee. Actually, my second cup of coffee of the day. Why did I get this urge to make this video? As I said, I'm doing this more as like a video diary, so I look back at it a year later to see where I was and what I was thinking. So, let me tell you where I am and what I'm thinking. Right now, I'm still at that frazzle point. It's just like, this is like the last hump of resistance. I've got lots of short-term bills that are coming in, and I've got to hustle and hustle and hustle. And the problem is, the more you hustle, the less you have time to focus and dedicate on writing. And my other stress is I'm looking at my book sales and I'm getting the impression they're sinking slowly down. Not to like a degree to panic, but the problem is, as I said, it's a snowball. The whole thing about writing is it's a snowball, except it's going uphill. So the more you add to it, the bigger it gets, except it kind of loses momentum unless you keep pushing it. And it's just the story of my life is I can focus everything into writing and get ahead, but then the short-term bills mean we're completely broke. Or I can focus on paying short-term bills, and that means the long-term stuff, the writing, doesn't get built up. So that means the next month I'm not there where I want to be with that money, so again I have to do the hustling, which it's finding that balance between the long-term and the short-term. And I'm in a better situation than I was. Much better situation than I was, but still, I'm just freaking frazzled. And yeah, and I mean, I think one of the things is my domestic situation is not conducive to getting ahead. I had a really good day yesterday, I'm not going to lie. And I was focusing 100% on the short-term things. And there was another avenue of stuff that opened up with doing some one-to-one coaching, and an old writer pal that I used to work with reached out to me to do some editing, so that's some more short-term money coming in. So, I don't know. It's just KBO, keep buggering on, I guess. Keep buggering on, keep getting stuff done, and then hopefully, as long as I can keep the momentum going. But it's tough, and as I said, it's the domestic situation I think that is tough, because last year was much more frazzled than I am this year, and also last year I wasn't in such a healthy mindset, and I spent a lot of the time like blaming my wife for being stuck in the situation, because she was doing her things and she was working and stuff like that, and I'm like, why am I always the one getting up with the kids? Why am I always the one putting the kids to bed? Why am I always the one hustling? And I think one thing that I've definitely learned in the last year, and possibly this is the most important thing that I'm going to say in this video, is if you ever have frustrations with somebody else who's close to you, I think you have to look at yourself. I think it's very easy to blame them, but most of the time the only reason that they are acting in a way that causes you like frustration is because you haven't set forth what you want, your expectations, and you haven't set boundaries. And my problem in life, my entire life, is I don't set boundaries with people. It's like my problem is I've always been the person who says yes to everything. There's a very interesting book called Not Nice about this. It's like, I think people like me, we think we're nice people because we say yes to everyone, we agree to everything, and we want to please everyone, and we think that makes us nice people. But what it actually means is that we end up agreeing to more stuff than we can actually do, and so we end up not being able to do it, and we let other people down, and so that disappoints them, and it disappoints us, and it makes us feel terrible. But I think the more important thing is we want to make other people happy, so we agree to do things or get involved with things. And those things are stuff we don't want to do. We're doing them because we want to make the other person happy, not because we want to do them. And so you end up in the situation where you're doing that thing and you're frustrated and resentful about it. You're like, oh, I don't want to do this. And you blame that person for whatever you're doing that you don't want to do. But the interesting thing is, you were the one who agreed to it. Like, you could have said no, not done it. The other person probably, you know, if at worst they'd been disappointed, at best they probably wouldn't have cared that much. So I think that's it. It's about setting boundaries. It's about saying no. I think I said this last year where I was like, I need to shed as much as I need to gain. And I think it's very important to set boundaries with people, because if you just try and people please all the time, then you are going to end up disappointing them, getting frustrated and resentful yourself, burning yourself out, not getting your own stuff done. Yeah. So I think that's one thing I'm definitely learning. I'm not sure how much I put into practice yet, but I think that's definitely a very, very important thing. And you see, I actually feel like a weight lifted off my chest from saying this. So I can see the benefit of making these videos, because I just like wax on, and it's almost like me actually saying it lodges it in my head. It is really frustrating to have so much of what I want within reach and just feel like I'm unable to get it. But it's just a case of keep buggering on, KBO, and I will get there. Anyway, today is going to be interesting. My wife is coming back from working an overnight shift that she volunteered for. I mean, it's a frustrating thing with that. It's like she volunteers for an overnight shift because she wants to bring a little extra money, but the problem is, you know, her bringing that extra money, because of the way America is set up, where people who do valuable stuff like she does don't get paid very much. It's like me having to do all of the additional stuff at home instead of doing the stuff that's going to bring the money so she can bring in less money. It doesn't make much sense. But today's going to be a good day because my friend Bran from the Adult Beverages channel, we are going down to Evil Genius Brewing in Philadelphia and doing some filming. I don't know, we'll see. Yeah, I'm not feeling great this morning. I'm feeling just a bit overwhelmed and a bit slammed. But KBO, keep buggering on. That's what you got to do. A list of stuff, and yeah, I've talked before about my universal law of karmic Tetris, where if you get stuff done, it frees up other stuff to come in, and I think that's it. I call them kidney stones. So like a couple of projects, editing this book, doing this blogging, they're like kidney stones, and if I can get rid of them, everything will start to flow again. And I think, I mean, this is, yeah, I just need to do it. Just need to do it. That's the philosophy of life. Just need to do it. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up. Kids will start getting up. You should see them downstairs. They're so cute. We slept downstairs last night, and you know, they're all laid out on the couch, and they look so cute. And the dog's lying there, big fat sack of shit. Life really is good. I'm very, very blessed. I need to get ahead. All right. Thank you very much for listening to my diatribe. Have a nice cup of coffee. Enjoy your day. I will speak to you soon. Bye.